All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is fielded at the goal line, and his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, 59, Mike 59. We want this. On the flat,
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Taylor. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 43 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
It's a party now.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here we go. It's a run. Titans Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. Titans on the Ringo.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Screen. Pass. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
I know you felt that.
Their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All right, D, let's go. Check it out, check it out. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Wide, get wide. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 15, check.
they go play action with Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Thomas has it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go now. Before 18 Gator. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 36-yard line.
Set, ready. Now to work. Come on, extreme. Hey, watch it. 58's the mark.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Thomas has got it. Complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
22. Jack, down it. Zoom. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4. At the Colts 11-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. Mike, 58, right there. Check. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Hey, they're scared. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I'm coming. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go, 58's the Mike. Ready, go. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, that's caught. It's Thomas. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Ready. Right there. 54 Mike. Check the outs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, Brissett trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Indy. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
The 12-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All you get is a header. All you get is a header. 58, boy, 58, 58.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll try the left side. Dobbins.
Check 26, check 26.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot.
That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
It didn't take too long for them to get that lead right back, did it?
No, it certainly didn't, and it's got to be just a bit demoralizing. You're charged up, you take the lead, you send your defense out, and guess what? One play later, you're right back in a position of having to go down the field and score again.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Ingram again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the shit.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Don't get nervous. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're running. Ingram. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. So we got me.
From the gun, here's Bissett. Campbell making the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go. You got tape. You got tape. You got
On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
You're on an island. Single receiver. Mosi, 89. Watch 89. Watch tight end.
Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Thomas, 87 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 2nd and 9. Brissett, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Mike is 59.
From the 39, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brissett. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 39 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Oh, good move. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points in. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The 1st down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
51 to Mike, 51.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Here we go, here we go. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Mike is 59.
To throw, Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Brissett on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. On 1st down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram, and he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.